Yeah, although it's like 3 now, isn't it? Because that was the Vi matchup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, he lost, right? So it was 2 and 7. So now it's 2 and 8.
Yeah.
Because it's lost 8 times.
Yeah,
so it's a bad time, is what we're trying to get at.
Yeah.
As overall, it's going to be the Gragas for King instead. Gragas a pick that, of course, I think when timed very nicely can have a decent impact. Lane is a very, very uninteresting. It's really just the mid-jungle 2v2. I expect to see a lot of action.
All right, both of our teams, the fan chants. You can feel the desperation. You can feel the playoffs on the minds of fans and players alike right now.
So I'm going to go with... They don't have to be in order, right? Otherwise,
No.
Okay. So I'm going to go with Asriel.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go with... Well, it's definitely not Sivir.
He's played more than 13 games, yeah.
Yeah. So Asriel is the no-brainer. I'm going to go with Jinx.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to go with... No, I thought it'd be Kalista or... Yeah. I feel like Kalista would be my obvious #1, which, as I am peering over, is definitely not the case.
No. By about 20 games.
Yeah.
Pyosik did aggressively move towards the enemy jungle, stole away a Gromp. They have been able to claim some control, but Keen's now moving over.
Fighting?
Yeah, Wind Becomes Lightning is not going to find the mark, as here is the on-horn, but in goes Pyosik, finds a fantastic ult in the backline, but now the 3-man knock-up does come on forward. Pyosik is just going to get punted out of the fight, and then back into the death chamber as well. Zeka dashing away, but Kingen's back in again. Low health bars here on the Quandong Freaks as Beryl tries to sidestep, but the seismic shove will still land as Deft is going to get in here.
Hazard.
Eddie nowhere near, and the Rift Herald is still just trying to do battle with whoever will fight him. Or her, sorry.
We can keep going.
Going to be able to find too much. Yeah, it's Deft looking for a plate.
I'm getting whiplash. No action to continue his fighting over the Herald.
As Deft fighting against Teddy here towards the bottom side. Keen's going to rotate over.
Yeah, you don't remember.
Yeah, Zeka. Going to be underneath his turret here. Nice little knock-up as Pyosik does have to be very careful. Kingen's still dealing with a minion wave as you've got Deft. He's already been able to take 2 turret plates here towards the bottom side. Teddy not missing out on experience, but that's 3 plates now. And so even if LM is able to take this Rift Herald...
I hope so.
All right, so we'll have to go towards... Okay, Seismic Shove is going to get the ulti out of Zeka here, who does make his way back towards this mid lane. Shelly's going to turn around as well and be a little bit frustrating for Zeka to deal with, but that is the 2 plates that we were talking about. Very, very nicely done, as Fate will push this wave in, and then the wave will disappear as Zeka deals with it. So now over to the side. We are fighting over this second Drake. Seismic Shove, not going to find the mark fast enough, is Pyosik with the help of the Whimsy. Charm is going to come through there, but not exactly the highest of value. And we've lasted 17.5 minutes. I guess Extendo Beams are actually doing a fair bit of damage here, but Deft Boomerang also similarly damaging.
Kingen, zoning, threatening.
Here's the Weaver's Wall, and in goes the Ram as well. It's a fantastic spell shield from Deft, but he doesn't have enough for this bouncy castle. Still, he manages to make it out. Ellen taking way too much damage. Teddy finds the backline. Deft finds the Boomerang. It's a triple kill for Pyosik, who just murders everyone, and then Zeka deals with the Zeri. No certification this time as DRX mop the floor with Quandong Freaks. Yeah,
that's a really good one as well. As we're definitely going to have a fight. We'll get back to this conversation afterwards.
Yep, we can get back to just, talking about the road for both of these teams. As DRX looking to try and lock down Soul Point here. LM does land a Q. They're just looking to wait it out. Seismic Shove's fantastic, but the Wild Growth is going to be there to keep Kingen alive. And now Deft is just hitting the front line. A phenomenal charm is going to connect onto LM as the Ram comes down, but the Lee Sin's still able to do it. Teddy now trying to stand behind the rest of his team, but the CC is huge. He flashes, he gets out of the way and then gets killed. Pyosik going to put him in the ground, and that is the ace for DRX.
In an aggressive sense, which is great, but in the current game state, all that matters is Deft.
Seismic Shove is good, and that's Deft, and he's underneath the turret. That's 1,000 gold going over to the Talia, and now they are not done. Crescent Guard comes forward, and DRX are desperately trying to keep themselves alive, but they need to get out of here. Zeka, he does have damage, but it's not enough because you're in front of a Zeri that now has no opposition. That could be the throw. Moham is going to be picked off, But that kill onto Deft is just huge for Kwangdong Freaks because the Baron is alive. Kyoshik, he's dead. There are no smites available. Zeka's trying his very best to be a nuisance. But this Baron, it is gone.
They don't have the
DRX are going to try and get over here, and that is going to be bounty gold for the Baron as well, as there isn't a lot of damage. Bellows Breath comes through here for Keen, but he is still going to be taken down. 3 Barons is definitely good, but you're going to need to try and keep him.
Get a Barrel!
As Barrel is going to have to Wild Growth himself. The Q is going to connect there, as now Zeka
has no mana.
with his Spirit Rush is trying to get himself around this play, but we just went from a very clean DRX game. This is the time that Kwangdong Freaks fans wait for. However, remember, there is also a Hextech Soul, right? Like, you're talking about ornaments. I mean, Hextech Soul is a big deal as well. LM getting taken down extraordinarily low. That Boomerang Blade is scary. As Zeka continuing to find poke damage off on the flank. Is in Fog of War right now, as we can see, thanks to Jonah Strong, toggling this vision. The Elder going down very low. As Deft is going to run his way out of this fight. Kwangdong Freaks now find themselves completely caught up. Kingen finds a beautiful barrel, and Deft is just mowing them down. It's a double kill now. Kyoshik steals away the potential penta. Zeka's going to tidy up the last one. It's another ace, and DRX like, oh, what was that last fight? We don't mind. We're just going to go win the game now.
Yeah, who cares about that? Little bit of mistakes can happen. What matters is how you come back from the Matchless.
Is Beryl doing Elder? Can we, Jonah Strong, can we go and check out the Elder?
I'm seeing the question mark ping, so I assume yes.
Look at Deft's face.
He got it!
He got it! All right, Beryl, nice work. He also
job.
takes off his top hat. Top of the morning to you, everyone. DRX, they will manage to take game number 1. They're going to have a bit of fun with it as well, as the cast does come through. Deft is going to get executed, and DRX will finish off the Nexus. Doubled the Lee Sin's damage, but of course that doesn't really matter as we have a look at these damage numbers. Deft, of course, is going to do a lot of it. Fate, surprisingly, doing massive amounts for his team. Did land quite a few shoves, but honestly, just wasn't consequential in the end. And the ending gold is 12,000, right? Even though
if it ain't broke, why fix it?
Yeah.
I think overall the DRX composition plays very similarly. Obviously, Pioshik going to be in a different position, won't be able to create as much space as he did with the Xin. Also,
Game 2. Wow. It was relatively even in the fan chant department in game number 1. This time, DRX fans certainly at full volume, as Teddy giving Deft the Draven thumbs up.
not gonna be a fan of that. Also plays the ward on the other end, says.
Yeah, there's a pillar. Zeka looks for the charm, doesn't find it, gets the flash though. And Fate even going to take all the deception damage. And I don't actually think he was. There were pings, but I think they were DRX pings.
I think he was. He might have been visual, because I think our observers tried to show that he was visible on the map.
Moham, I mean, he is going to be able to throw the handshake through. Beryl might look to flash, but no. Just going to heal, get himself out of the way. As bailout used onto Teddy there for the attack speed. Extendo beam, not exactly doing all of the work, as Teddy is definitely ghosting, looking for an opportunity. Does have flash, not going to have an opportunity to use it, as it was definitely a bit of a display of aggression.
Yeah, let's again.
All right, well, Ellen,
hold up.
Salt and Battery going to come forward here as, yeah, Spirit Rush not going to get you out of that one. That is a punch to the back of the head as Zeka is going to go down. No opportunity to flash or do anything at all. The Vi value very high. Getting a bit of shove here in the mid lane. Kingen trying to take control of red, and as you can see, Kyoshik just going to make his way down. Yeah, I mean, the Donkey Whistle is available, but it looks like we're just trying to shove this one forward. LM in the area, Fate down here as well. Weaver's Walk value could be massive as they do throw it down. Beryl gets over the wall, but my God, the seismic shove. Just beautiful. The Civ is going to go down, and this may just be the Zeri moment that Kwangdong Freaks have been looking for.
Absolutely beautifully done there by Kwangdong Freaks. They're able to read the play in Pioshik. The moment that you show up there, either you have to immediately go for it, call the whistle, and hope that the rest of your team is backing you up if you don't have the vision in the river, which, looking at it, they clearly don't. or back off when Teddy and Moam are still near you, as Kingen, using all his cooldowns, is going to be able to get away, but very, very costly. Keen didn't even need to flash. That's a whole different story.
Well, working out fantastically there for Kwangdong Freaks towards the bottom side. We need to see more of it, especially out of Fate. I mean, I want more of these plays out of this guy. His Talia, like you've been saying, definitely fantastic. Deft and Teddy sharing some autos as Deft is going to get caught out of position once again. Fate comes on over, they get the flash out of Beryl, and he gets booped back there as well. Teddy will pick up another kill. Teleport to come forward as DRX are desperately trying to hold on to this turret, but Zeka is greeted with a handshake. And yeah, they get half of the health bar of the turret, but Deft getting caught out like that. He's still got both of his summoner spells. Remember the 4-0 Fiora game, as here they go. Yep, there's an ultimate thrown onto Pyoshik though, who is not necessarily the target of choice. Ellen's going to get booped back, does have to flash to get himself out. Beryl is half health by one extendo beam as Teddy's ulted. First kill does go over to Deft though, as Kingan's over the wall, and Kwangdong Freaks. I mean, you've designed the blueprint of how you're supposed to win these fights. That ain't it. The Infinity Edge actually very, very valuable as Teddy actually. A lot of burst damage there from the boomerang. Teleport to come forward here as Zeka's making his way into the fight. Another engage onto a tank is not exactly optimal as Kingen is going to flash away. Hostile takeover. He's going to force Pyoshik and Zeka to fight one another. That is not going to win them any battles. Now Kingen with teleport looking to go back and get his health bar back up again. Pyoshik moves on forward. Teddy, a lot of value here. Hasn't used his ult just yet. Has another pop-off opportunity. As Kingan's teleported in. Looking to set up these barrels and get some control. The flank, he's just allowed to walk in here.
They knew as well. Yeah. Now, DRX grabbing Prio in mid-wave. Very easy here with the Sivir and the Ahri. And now making their way into the river. And they can control choke points very, very effectively as well, as Beryl slowed down for a very long time, but is going to be able to make it out. And Kwangdong Freaks. That'd be soul point.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to find it. And yeah, DRX are just going to be gifted soul point here in a situation that I wasn't expecting them to be allowed to get it.
2K goal down. Kwangdong, they don't want to make the misplay, but you can't play not to lose. Gotta play to win, something we often talk about is Teddy.
He's going to get slowed down. There's the cask and special delivery. He's going to get knocked up. Just so much CC here for DRX, and Deft is going to pick up the kill onto his opposite number. Deft got caught out in game number 1. It's Teddy's turn here in game number 2. And DRX is going to look to push down this mid lane.
And that's both summoners down on Teddy. That's such a big window for DRX, who right now take complete control back of this game.
Oh man, that is not what you want to see out of the Kwangdong Freaks here. Starting to collapse, and now DRX able to move up towards this Baron. An opportunity for them to possibly put on some pressure.
It's
all right, Beryl could be caught out of position. Yeah, he's very dead. Of course, Fate coming on over with the Weaver's Wall.
Okay, no Baron.
Yeah. We're just trading. We're trading picks.
No biggie.
Of course, you get extra picks if you take down the Lulu. Fun fact there. Sorry about the dad joke. It's getting late, everyone. Kingen going to clear out vision alongside Pyoshik. More control wards have been laid down, as that's a nice little handshake. Pyoshik not really worried about dying whatsoever.
He doesn't care.
No. As Keen off to the side, wants to get one of those big ultimates, wants to land it on Deft as he throws it into the abyss. This time around it's not going to work. Deft is just trying his very best to clear up all of the minions in the mid lane, and he's Sivir. One Sivir or the entirety of Kwangdong Freaks. My money's on the Sivir as far as taking that one down. Boomerang's flying forward, the charm just barely. Not long enough in order to take down LM, and these ricochets flying through Kwangdong Freaks, they need to make a decisive play, otherwise that is just going to tear them to ribbons. And DRX now moving forward, they want to collect themselves the Mountain Soul, and it's not the same as if Kwangdong Freaks gets it. There's no subjugate for the Kwangdong Freaks. They need to try and move heaven and earth to try and pick up this Drake if they can. They've started it off, Keen in there, in position. Zeka looking for the flank angle. He will find it. There's the Mountain Soul as well. And even Zeka is massively tanky. Keen, not so much. Pyoshik going to pick up that kill. Kingen just wandering around the back of the fight, soaking Teddy's damage. And the Ahri's going to pick up the kill onto the Vine. Now it's all about mopping up the rest of the Kwangdong Freaks. Deft running after Teddy where he can. He's trying to have a Zeri moment, but there is no certification to be found here. And the Ahri's going to pick that one up as well. I think maybe we're going to have back-to-back Zeka POGs, 2 DRX wins in a row that are setting up shop. Fate over to the side. Seismic shove, not going to find Zeka, who moves to the left. That is his tactic. And now Weaver's Wall is going to come forward. Can Zeka get here? There's the hostile takeover. Body slam is fantastic, but Pureshik can't find any of his teammates to hit. Another ult flies towards the Trundle, and that is not what you want to see. As a Kwangdong Freaks fan, Pureshik is just going to walk past the bottom inhibitor turret because they know they can crack open the base in mid. Def going to get to work on this minion wave as well. And I feel like that last team fight that Kwangdong Freaks couldn't find was a backbreaker here.
It will be. And DRX, they're about to lock in their playoffs here, Atlas.
Yeah.
We might know. It's going to fight one another. We don't know who ends up in which place.
We don't, but securing it is all you really need. DRX, their scoreline does not look anywhere near like what Live Sandbox, KT have looked like, as there's a cask. Yeah, it's a cute little cat, but actually it's a Sejuani. And Keen is going to go down. Zeka now dashing over the wall. Moham not going to get hit by that Everfrost, but honestly, the pickup onto the Sejuani might be enough.
Ooh, Fade isn't near. Does have the Weaver's Wall available, of course. And very large distance at this point.
I mean, DRX don't necessarily need to start this. They just need to keep Kwangdong Freaks interested because their base will just get destroyed. This Weaver's Wall is absolutely fantastic. There's a lot of damage onto this Elder. It's going to be a flip, ladies and gentlemen, as Kingen dives in, gets a 4-man cast, but the Vi's being taken down. The Elder, they're trying to do battle, they'll secure it. And now the flashes come forward. DRX are looking to lock this one down. Kingen is very, very low. Teddy having a bit of a moment here, as he does have his shield bow. Def needs to be careful, but he is going to be able to take down the Zeri in the end. The Wallets, of course, helping out. There's the ace. And it's going to be the 2-0 for DRX, and they will qualify as the 6th place at the moment for the playoffs.
There were some okay moments for Kwangdong Freaks, but overall DRX, the much better team tonight, find the key turnarounds, are able to utilize the immense pressure that comes through from Zekazari.
Yeah.
As, they do a little bit of flexing here, attack that Nexus. Don't even need to, got the minions to help you out. And DRX with, I think, a game that shows we might have had our ups and downs, but we belong in playoffs. This was their direct competitor.
We absolutely want that one now. Teddy doing a decent amount of damage, Def doing a whole lot more. When you can ricochet around an entire team, you obviously feel like a very happy Siva. And DRX pick up a convincing 2-0. And I think this is the best way for DRX to do it. It's very sad for Kwangdong Freaks, but if you're a DRX fan, this is all you are willing to accept. Moving in.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Jason for the PUG interview, joined by Zeka Kingen from DRX. Congratulations, guys. In the previous PUG interview, Zeka, you said you want your revenge of the spring playoffs, and you did eliminate KDF and also punch the ticket to playoffs. How do you feel? I'm glad that we are decided that we are going to playoffs, and it's been a very long while, but I'm happy that I'll be heading into the playoffs. Same. I think we were able to gain so much confidence heading into the playoffs with this win. Yeah, there was only one spot left for the playoffs. So what was your mindset coming into Lone Park today? In order to perform well at playoffs, I knew it was essential and critical to remain a great form. So regardless of the outcome, I really wanted to kind of display the best performance possible. Are you happy with today's performance today then? Yeah, it was pretty okay. And we also had so many DRX fans out here supporting you guys. Now let's get back to game number 1. We saw R1 Lulu from DRX. I think this kind of showcased the confidence of DRX bottom duo. So could you kind of tell us what were you looking for with that R1 Lulu? We're having a lot of Sivir versus Zeri matchup on the bottom lane, and I think Lulu is actually the key part of the laning phase. So with the Lulu buff on Deft, we knew he's gonna carry, so we kind of trusted Deft. And Kingen. So in both two games, Kwangdong Freaks first picked Talia, which means you guys were able to take Sivir and Ahri, the top tier champions, in the first pick. I think Talia, well, Zeka was so confident in playing against Talia. So we were actually super happy to see that they are always going for that first pick Talia. because we knew that we are going to do great against it. Exactly. Zeka, your RE got 5 wins total, and 3 out of the 5 wins got POG. So were you confident heading into the game as you got RE in your hands? RE is now back climbing the tier list right now, and then yeah, in the previous Gen G series, someone already mentioned it, and I wanted to also copy that kind of the outcome. And Kingen, your Gragas has 9-3 LCK total score, having a very high win rate. So tell me about your Gragas. Well, I just do whatever my head coach tells me to do. And he really trusts my Gragas, and I was able to pull off a great performance. And Kingen, I think you are really extra good at tank champions. You know, last time you got the nickname Master Ornn, but now I think you deserve a Master Gragas title. Well, personally, I prefer damage carries, but I think my teammates like me to play, tanks. So I just, do whatever they tell me to do. Do you feel even more confident when you play carries? I mean, it's more fun to play. In game 2, we had a very similar comp from both sides, but this time around, the opponent Zeri got so many kills early on. So how did you cope with the situation? We really wanted to start off strong early on, but we dropped the ball and we were falling behind. But still, we wanted to just put Sivir on the mid lane to defend the tier 1 turret, and we wanted to go a little bit slow. Do you know where DRX got the huge comeback? When I was able to toss that Zeri in the jungle. Exactly. Let's take a look at this replay. Do you remember this? So at first, I thought it's not gonna work, I didn't really finish the turbo chem tank, and also as if Zeri kind of backs near the turret, there was no way I was gonna kill her. But I think other players around me were actually pretty vocal, especially Burrow, so I think I got a lot of help from that Lulu. And that was the turning point for DRX in that game. And just like you guys said, next week you're going to be playing against Hana Life and KT Roaster. And it's just going to be really important in terms of having a final track of your playoff form. It actually really hurt me after losing to KT Roaster in the first round, so I will make sure to get a win this time around. I think Rascal is so on point right now. He looks so strong, but I will do my best in order to put up a good fight against Rascal in the top lane. And I will do my best to bring our team to victory. And this will be the end of the interview from the solo laners of DRX, and back to the carpet space. Thank you.